So you change.
How's it going, everyone? This is Two Severed Heads, and I'm experiencing some technical difficulties. So if you guys are having an issue, if I'm choppy, if you can't hear me, let us know how the camera is and how my audio is. And if it's not good, then maybe we'll delay. If not, we'll try and power through it because we definitely want to bring you the great show that we prepared for you tonight. So let us know how everything is. And Steve, what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going good.
How am I on your end?
A little choppy.
A little choppy?
Yeah, the audio and the video is a little choppy.
You can hear me, though?
I can hear you, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll try and do our best here, and if not, maybe we'll have to delay. But lots happened in the world of horror this week. We got all the news, lots of stuff going on there. We've got our highlights from Niagara Falls Comic Con. I hosted some panels. Steve was there, and we're going to get to those. Andrew Barnarski from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, of course, the director Marcus Nispel, who did that, as well as the 2009 Friday the 13th movie. And Tyler Mane, known as Sabretooth in the X-Men movies, and of course Michael Myers. He's gonna kill me when and if he great guy though. So we're gonna get to the news and we're gonna save the interviews. So man, lots happened this week in the world of horror. We've got the Cronenberg movie is just wrapped up filming. The Shroud, starring Vincent Cassel, as you see here. I can't wait for this. I love Cronenberg so much.
Yeah, pretty much everything Cronenberg touches is gold, eh?
Yeah, he's great, man. So I'm looking forward to it. And Vincent Cassel is great, too. Actually, funny story. I was talking to, I'm sure that Giancarlo Esposito was bombarded with Star Wars, Mandalorian stuff, and Breaking Bad stuff this weekend. So when I chatted him up in the green room, I happened to mention a movie that Vincent Cassel was in called Derailed with Clive Owen and Jennifer Aniston. Great movie, fantastic movie. And
really?
He looked at me and he's like, you seen that, eh? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, what's your name? I said, Steve. He said, you have great taste in movies, Steve. And he shook my hand. I was like, man, that was cool.
He's the coolest guy, eh?
He was a great guy for sure. This movie, Natty Knox, starring Bill Moseley, Danielle Harris, and Robert Englund, has I think it has a release date here. As I'm looking for my notes, as I'm all over the place because of the errors that I was experiencing. This movie, the trailer has dropped. We don't have a release date yet, but you can go watch this trailer. It definitely looks fantastic. It's a small town babysitter. And the kids that she's looking after struggle to survive a serial killer named Abner Honeywell.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not even heard of this, but that cast is outstanding.
Right? I mean, horror royalty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And from the director of Halloween 4?
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic for sure.
Wow.
This movie, I think there's a comedian who has a bit about thinking that as a child you thought there's going to be a lot more quicksand in life, and turns out there wasn't. But you have a horror movie. July 21st for Natty Knox release date.
Ooh, really?
Quicksand, though. This horror movie stars, screenwritten by Michael Pitts, who did this. It's a Shudder exclusive. July 14th on AMC and Shudder.
Ooh.
I did have a picture, but I must not have uploaded it.
And Shudder stuff has been really good.
It has been really good lately. Yeah, for sure. Next up, talking about Giancarlo Esposito. He has been added to the cast of a movie, which at this point is only being titled Secret Monster Movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Definitely looking forward to anything Giancarlo Esposito, because everything he touches is gold lately.
He is the coolest human alive, eh?
Yeah, he's awesome for sure.
Man.
We're gonna get a 4K release of Seven.
Ooh.
So you can look forward to that coming later this year.
Nice.
We've got a release date on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. You can actually pre-order it now. I believe it's $39.99. Comes out August 14th, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to this.
I am very interested in that.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if there's like a story mode, or is it just like Friday the 13th where you just pick a bad guy and cruise around and kill the rest of the people? Like,
Friday the 13th was great, but I feel like they abandoned it very quickly.
Yeah.
It definitely had potential. It was fun, but definitely some kinks they didn't work out. The director of Wrong Turn says he wants to make 3 more movies.
Really?
Yeah.
In that world of Wrong Turn?
Yes. He wants to do a trilogy.
Oh, wow. Now, are they going back to the mutated like cannibals, or are they going back to that weird village one of the last one?
Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to stick to the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the last one wasn't that scary, right? It was more like suspense, like with that cult in the forest.
Right. Today is Bruce Campbell's birthday. So we want to wish a big, happy 65th birthday to Bruce Campbell. Oh, I missed my M. Night Shyamalan story here. M. Night Shyamalan's movie, new movie, which hasn't begun filming yet. It's going to take place during a concert.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's called Trap. And it's gonna arrive in August of next year. August 2nd of next year is what they're shooting for.
His movies, every time they announce something, always gets me excited still.
Yeah, for sure. We mentioned Bruce Campbell's birthday. I thought it'd be cool if we counted down Bruce Campbell's 5 best roles. In my opinion, of course. I'm sure if you guys have a favorite Bruce Campbell role, we'd love to hear it. Throw it in the comments. And if you're watching on Facebook, we love that you watch on Facebook, but go to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and watch us there, man. Help us out. But yeah, top 5 Bruce Campbell roles. Did you watch this show?
Burn Notice? No. I found out about it late.
Same. I watched a few episodes. Amber didn't care for it, but I really liked it, and I can't remember the guy's name who plays the lead there, but he's great too. So I'm trying to look it up here. And Bruce Campbell is his Bruce Campbelliest in it for sure. He definitely makes the show.
He's just awesome.
Yeah. I forgot about this one.
Oh, Maniac Cop. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the cops.
Yeah, look at how skinny and young he is there, eh?
Right?
Holy crap.
Yeah. Awesome. This next one, this movie is a great laugh. I didn't see it till it was out probably a few years. It didn't get a mainstream release, I don't think, and it was just fantastic.
Oh, My Name is Bruce. It is so good, eh?
It's so great. I love this.
Yes.
The angel and the devil on his shoulder. Oh, man. What a great movie. Number 2, if you have not seen this movie, I implore you, as soon as this show is done tonight, you go and you find out what this is playing on and you watch Bubba Hotep tonight.
Love that movie.
Yeah. Ozzie Davis and Bruce Campbell are awesome. So basically the premise is they're in a retirement home and Bruce claims to be the real Elvis and Ozzie claims to be JFK. The story about Bruce is a little more plausible. Basically, he was the real Elvis and wanted a break from the fame and just the regimen of the tour life. And so he found the best Elvis impersonator that he could find and replaced him with him and said, I just need a break. And when I'm ready, I'll come back. But then the replacement he's the one that died. So he's trying to claim to everybody that he's the real Elvis. And everybody's like, yeah, right. Ozzie Davis said that he didn't actually kill him. It was a double. And then they dyed him and put him in a home so people wouldn't believe him. But it's awesome. It is such an awesome movie. And of course, yeah, go ahead, Steve.
It's a wild ride, eh? Bubba Hotep.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, Ash Williams.
Yes.
By far his greatest role. And I couldn't pick just one.
Now, do you remember Briscoe County Jr.?
I do.
He was in that on Fox. Remember that?
That's right, eh? Wow.
It had a 1-season run, and I don't know why it was only 1 season. I loved that show back in the day.
Yeah. All right. Steve and I were at Comic Con this week. There was so much happening. There was a Terrifier reunion. I got to catch a bit of this panel. I didn't get to host this one, unfortunately, but yeah.
So good. I finally got to meet David and Damien.
Yeah, face to face. Yeah, right on.
I know, right?
There was no shortage of art cosplayers.
Oh, man. I counted at least 5.
Yeah. But this girl.
Those contacts, though, eh?
That girl creeped me out.
Terrifying. Damn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what it is about those milky contacts that are just really unsettling.
Yeah, definitely. Steve got to drive the Beating You truck from Jeepers Creepers.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, no doubt. I didn't get to sit in it when we had it at the Zombie Walk.
Really? They drive it to the locations there.
Yeah. He actually drove it along the walk and rang the horn and yeah, it was pretty awesome.
I would love to hear that thing start up.
Great guy for sure.
Oh, Kevin, he's a great guy.
Yeah, fantastic. This guy stopped by your booth.
Dude, crazy cosplay, eh?
Yeah, getting to see him next to the painting you did. I mean, wow, he nailed it.
He did. He's big because that painting, I know it's on an angle, but it's the size of a door, and he's almost, and it's on an easel, and he's almost taller.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there were some great cosplays for sure.
I love seeing it.
Let's get to some of the audio clips from my interview with Andrew Barnarski and Mr. Marcus Nispel. I'm gonna try a couple different ways to play these because when I downloaded them from my computer to StreamYard, they sounded choppy. So I'm thinking StreamYard's the issue right now for some reason.
That's weird.
But yeah, oops. All right. I apologize. All right. Here's one about Andrew Barnarski playing the Leatherface role.
My crap, that's the hard fucking part. It's easy. Anybody can kill a room full of people with a chainsaw looking like a maniac and freaking out on them. Try making that shit look good enough so that you get PTSD from it. Because even you don't know the difference because you did it. You just pulled it, cheated the angle a little bit. And like, it's psychology, like, just a big idiot that you find off the street. That's recipe for failure. Covering the eyes so that they're black holes. They thought that was scary. They don't know shit about scary. I had to tell them it's about the eyes of a predator. You want to look in the eyes of a lion and talk some shit. I bet not a word comes out of your fucking mouth.
You know what? You know what's scary? Scary is
what are you gonna do? Doesn't matter if I pick a bag on my head and a wet piece of spaghetti. If I'm chasing you and catch you, I'll beat you to death with it. If that's gonna happen.
Did you hear that one? Okay, I know that Andrew was talking really low there.
It was a little choppy. I was going to say it might not be StreamYard though. We might need like subtitles for Andrew.
Yeah, no, it was definitely hard to hear Andrew. As you heard, Marcus trying to get in there on the conversation, talking about you want to know what's scary. He had reservations about doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, just because he thought the first movie was so perfect.
Yeah.
And just, the fan outrage, I'm sure that was going to follow. So here's Marcus talking about the idea of directing the remake.
Scary is if you remake a movie like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and nobody in the fucking world wants it. That is scary. Scary is if just about any blogger out there tells you how much they hate the idea of you embarking on a remake, right? Scary is when people say, we don't even want a remake. I have a problem with the remake.
I live for it.
The Thing is one of my favorite movies, and it's a John Carpenter one, right? Invasion of the Body Snatchers, whatever. So give us a fighting chance. And it was at the Comic Con in San Diego where the producers premiered the trailer for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it got a standing ovation, and it changed everything. So it was you guys and the con that changed the wave of hate into what is now considered a successful movie. But man, while doing it, it was scary.
Yeah, you guys share something in common there. One of your favorite movies.
Exactly. And Marcus, what a nice guy. Like, just a cool guy.
Yeah, no, he was definitely great. Here's Marcus talking about how horror movies progress both in the 70s and with the new remakes.
When Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out, that was the first one of its kind, right? A few years later, they go like, all right, what can we add? Well, we add some.
How you doing, Will?
We do Friday the 13th. Then a few years after that, they go, what do we do now? Well, we have special effects now. So we do Nightmare on Elm Street.
You're talking about like studio level producers.
Yeah, because they always feel they have to add something to it, right? So I thought it was interesting, and it makes sense, and you all know that, right? What I found out not too long ago is when we made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, right after that, they go, what do we next? They did Friday the 13th. Right after that, they say, what do we next? We do. So the remakes were done in the same order as the original ones, probably for the same reason. I don't think they even thought of that,
Yeah, it's so true. Like I said, that's what I loved about the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman was it felt very much like a 70s movie. And when I read the interview with the director, he said that he was going for that feel of, constant anticipation that
Really
movies used to hold you in. And, Texas Chainsaw Massacre did that.
Ooh, especially the way Marcus films, he always puts everything in that kind of orangey sepia coloring, and you almost feel the heat in that movie. Like when Texas Chainsaw was happening, it almost felt like the film was sweating. You know what I mean? Like he knows how to capture that environment.
Yeah. All right, I got one more from Marcus here and one more from Andrew. Yeah, I know Andrew spoke very low, so we might not be able to hear that one. But here's Marcus talking about product placement.
You mentioned Friday the 13th. I know you had some reservations when you were originally asked to go on and do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then you did Conan, and then you did Friday the 13th. Yeah. As a Friday the 13th fan, as a Jason guy, I want to thank you so much for that movie because it was just a fantastic Friday the 13th movie. I mean, not even 24 minutes in, and the entire cast is dead, and I was just like,
That's why I wanted to.
What just happened? Like
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, it was just fantastic. You said in Germany, you guys didn't have movies like that, so you came to America. You went to school in New York. You said you started doing commercials and videos. So, what was your horror movie knowledge when you started with Texas Chainsaw?
In Germany, we didn't have movies like that because we had reality. So, after what happened in Germany, they had reservations just about anything that's ultra violent for people's enjoyment. It's cyclical, those kind of things. So we had our fill. My exposure to those kind of movies was I was a big Boy Scout, and it was like campfire lore. So we would tell each other stories from what we thought movies were that we haven't seen, right?
Plus, I think it's like innate if you're at a campfire to think that every rustle behind you is
exactly. And we could cut that into the movie. That was all what it was
who
about.
knows what, and trying to kill everybody, and who knows how. And, hey, that's what people do when they want to go kill random people. They go out in the woods.
And the other thing was Mad Magazine. I'm like a huge Mad Magazine fan.
Me
I
too,
would see the reviews in Mad Mag. I would see movies in Mad Magazine that I wasn't allowed to see yet. But I would see the illustration and go like, that looks terrifying. But it was like more Drucker, right? Anyway, I started as an illustrator, and my big goal in life was to become a cartoonist. So my first...
Steve? You still there? Hey, Steve? I think we've lost Steve. If everyone can hear me, I think unfortunately we lost the feed from Steve's end. I'm sure he'll be back. Oh, there he's back.
Marcus is going to plug it out for you.
Well, there's another thing about it.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I love it.
If you're in real life, there's advertising everywhere, right? That makes it real. Now, in movies, there's never advertising, right? They're not allowed to put it in. I'm an advertising guy. I worked for like 12 agencies and did all these commercials before I did my first movie. And so I went like, I want a Coca-Cola sign, and I want whatever was there at that time, swipe and put it in. Mad Magazine, all those references. Nobody wanted to have their logo. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And here's a funny thing, when he's taking this guy's face off, Kemper, right? And he's like sewing it, right? Sewing the mask. Scott Koza, the writer, put something in for me, which was that he would work in Vic Vapor Rub to keep the skin supple. So I wanted Vic Vapor Rub to be in the movie. So they go like, nobody's going to give you the permission. I said, let me talk to those people, right? So they're making some calls, and they get me the product manager from Vic's on the phone. And he says it's about product placement. Yeah, we do that quite a bit. He goes like, what is it for? I said, it's for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He said, what do you need Vicks Vapor Rub for? So I explained it to him. He fell on his ass laughing. And then he said, no.
Yeah, I think he meant Geen there, not Kemper, but that's awesome that they asked Vicks Vapor Rub to have product placement in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Exactly. We kind of lost a bit in the middle. The whole feed went out for about a minute in the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Just went blank.
Gotcha. All right. We're going to move on here. Tyler Main, he started as a wrestler, Yeah,
Yes, it does.
for sure. Definitely will. I agree. Tyler Mane started as a wrestler. Of course, he's been in a bunch of movies. Most known for Sabretooth and X-Men, and Michael Myers.
Yeah, Rob Zombie's
I
Michael
swear
Myers.
I'm still not doing the bit, Tyler. I had some fun with Tyler, and he was a really good sport about it. So let's have a listen to him talking about his first movie.
Wrestled professionally. I wrestled in Mexico, and they asked if I wanted to do one of those Mexican wrestling movies. Have any of you guys seen them with the mask?
I watched yours yesterday.
Shut up. Did you really?
I did. I found
Where
it.
did you?
And I had it written down, and I left it at home. It's a.
I'm going to tell you, do not tell these people the name of that damn movie.
I had it written down too. He shoots lasers out of his fingers. It's pretty awesome. You thought Sabretooth was cool.
It was the 80s, don't judge, okay? All right? Yeah.
It was 80s, but it looked 70s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty brutal. They go, hey, you want to do this wrestling movie? And I go, I don't speak Spanish. They go, don't worry, we're going to dub
That wasn't your voice?
No, that was not my voice. And so I'm an intergalactic vampire that shoots laser beams out of my fingertips with a pink fog that followed me everywhere. And I had 3 midget sidekicks that were aliens. Just saying. Just saying.
So you're
That was a hell of a start.
Yeah, no,
Beats
your
the hell
acting
out-
roots are
that
deeply rooted in
beats the
comedy.
hell out of the nanny shit,
Right.
doesn't it?
It did. It did. It really did.
Come on.
You heard
That's awesome.
you heard Tyler mention the nanny. I guess maybe I should have played that one first, but me and Marcus definitely had some me and Tyler. As I mentioned, his following other wrestlers' paths.
Yep.
Now, was the post wrestling career? Did you have a plan? Was it always to try and go to follow the Hulk Hogan and do movies like The Nanny or?
All right, this is done. No.
I heard you had a sense of humor.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a really good sport.
He's a good guy, eh? You still there,
Yeah.
Steve?
Here's
You still there?
here's me talking about. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I lost you there for a bit.
Michael Myers was always. I'm a Jason guy, but Michael was always the one that I was afraid of the most. Because he was real. Like Jason was campy. Jason was funny in the '80s. Michael was never funny. Michael was terrifying, and you really brought that brutality to the role. And he's about to bring the brutality to this stage.
you look fucking death wish. Let's see if we can piss off the big guy. All right. All right. Please try again.
I love Michael Myers. And the first 2 movies, they said, terrified me. I was of that age where, we had the one friend on the block that had the Betamax. And the parents would rent a shitload of movies and just put us in front of the TV and had no idea what the hell we were watching.
Yeah.
And the first couple of Michael Myers movies terrified me. I think it's the reason I'm afraid of hospitals.
You mean the Canadian Mike Myers or Michael Myers?
Right. Have you seen the Pentabret? No, it was pretty funny, actually.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a Jason guy. All right. Here's him talking about his favorite movie growing up.
I was watching your Halloween movies earlier this week, and I was thinking to myself, like, man, Danny Trejo played like the nicest role he's ever played in any movie, and you did a
Okay,
dirty.
I see where this is
You
going.
did a dirty. No, yeah,
I know. He said, everybody goes, I didn't kill him. He said, I was going to kill my kid. And he was. But here's the thing. Do you really think he would have let me walk out of that asylum? No. He had to go. I had to drop a TV on his head.
Now, Lou Temple, on the other hand, who we've had on our show, and if you want to be on our show, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. You're on the show too?
Yes.
Okay, I'll talk to you. Not him.
But yeah, Lou Temple, Lou is great. He was
Yeah,
one of my
Lou
first.
is
He was one of my
fantastic.
first con interviews when we started doing this 10 years ago, and yeah, what a piece of shit he played in that movie.
Yeah, he
Just-
did. And but he's the sweetest
He
guy,
is.
you know. And but yeah, he needed that. Yeah, you know, there's some of the kills you just feel really good about.
And it's one of those
I know
kills.
you shouldn't really be saying that, but it is a movie. I'm not condoning violence.
And it's one of those kills too, where the audience doesn't go, "Oh," they go, "Yeah!"
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, when they first screened the film, I think they let Danny live, and maybe the nurse got away or whatever. And people were sympathetic to Michael Myers, and they're like, "Oh, we can't have people being sympathetic." So we had to go back and kill a lot of people. So yeah, we did a few reshoots to change that.
Was there a horror movie in there when you were growing up during all those action movies that really sat with you, or?
Oh, favorite horror movie is Jaws.
Yeah.
After I saw that when I was a kid, man, I wouldn't go in the bathtub for 2 weeks. Yeah.
We have some of the
That was
most
crazy.
freshwater lakes in the world, and I won't go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, if I can't see the bottom, forget it.
Yeah. No, my family keeps saying, "Hey, let's go on a cruise." I'm like, ocean, right? Yeah. No, there's sharks in that ocean.
Yeah.
But that's the one I see today. You know, I've probably seen it probably 150 times or more. If if I'm flying somewhere and it's on the plane, I'm watching it, or that's my go-to. And The Shining.
Yeah,
And
that's my favorite all time.
Yeah.
See,
And The Shining.
we share something.
No, we don't. You just stay the hell over there.
I got off on the wrong foot, and I couldn't bond with him, man. But here's one last one about working with Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie, I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. What was it like working with Rob early on in his career?
Oh my God, Rob. You know, first time I met him, I did Devil's Reject.
Yes, uncredited.
And I was replacing the other Rufus. And having met Rob first day on set, the sound guys are playing one of his music videos. He's got his dreadlocks whipping around, and he's like, "Wah," you know. And I'm watching the monitor, and then I look over, and Rob's sitting in the director's chair chewing gum, going, "You know, I think we're moving." And then I look back over, and he says, "Wah," and I look at the guys, and I go, and they go, "Right? This is crazy." But had some of the best fun working with Rob, because I mean, he is an entertainer himself. And I would come in the mornings, and he'd be like, "How do you want to kill somebody today?" You gotta love that job, right? You know. And so it was just a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it was a lot of fun on that set for sure. I had a lot of fun talking with him. His new project is actually involves human trafficking, and they're actually been working with national human trafficking groups. Some of the proceeds are going to be going towards helping stop human trafficking around the world. So definitely go to Main Productions and check out his latest project. It's going to be a graphic novel. He's got some great artists on board, so
That's cool.
definitely follow him. All right, we're going to finish up here with our metal minute. Not very metal, but I mean, when you've got the drummer from the Heartbreakers at Comic Con, you talk to the drummer from the Heartbreakers. And Steve Ferrone was such a nice guy. Just fantastic that he took the time to sit down and have a few minutes with me. So here's my interview with Steve Ferrone.
Yeah, where's the lab?
How's it going, everybody? Steve Lambert, aka the Well Wing Nut, Rat GTV, and I'm here today at the Scotiabank Convention Center in beautiful downtown Niagara Falls, Canada. And right now, I have the pleasure of talking with the man, the legend, Steve Ferrone. Steve, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. You have a very good radio voice.
Thank you. Yeah, we were on the radio for a few years, and then they changed the locks, and we just started doing the podcast thing. We're our own boss now, so
That's good.
yeah.
Everything
How's the 2 days been so far?
great. A lot of Petty Nation have come down to see me and say hello, and that's kind of what I came in for. It's very nice to see you.
Yeah, Tom Petty and the Heartbreaker fans, like I said, it's literally one big sing-along to see you guys have played live. I've seen you guys 7 times. Fantastic every time I've seen you.
It was a great band to play with.
Fantastic.
25 years, and we had quite a lot of time. So many songs to play.
So many songs.
We were loaded. We keep changing.
You've had such an illustrious career, though. I mean, you've played with so many greats. I mean, from way back, the Average White Band, who I'm also a big fan of, to just legends of the game. When you look back at your career, do you still kind of pitch yourself?
Yeah, I guess you sort of kind of take it for granted until I'm sitting with people and they start talking about an album and I say, oh, yeah, I did that album.
Yeah, what a great guy, man. Just a shame that we lost Tom so young. He was going into semi-retirement. That was his final big tour, he said. But a guy like Tom can't stay off the stage, and we were going to get more from them, and the tours wouldn't have been so big, but so such a loss to the music world.
I know. There would have been collaborations, right? Like,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. Our last metal minute story is going to get a little more metal for you to put the metal in our metal minute. You can now pre-order for this Christmas the Iron Maiden Monopoly.
Sweet.
There's no information on pre-ordering yet, but it is expected to be out for Christmas, so keep your eyes peeled. Some of the features here, instead of houses, you're going to get arenas, and hotels will be stadiums.
Sweet.
No railroads, but Eddie's Air Force One will be making its appearance on the board.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's definitely on a lot of people's lists for sure. I was a big Iron Maiden fan. I got to see him a couple times. So
Wonder what Boardwalk's going to be. Number of the Beast?
yeah, I think they're using album names and stuff like that. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to work on my end and try and fix this up because we had some issues last week on Ryan's All Things Geek as well. So I do apologize for the audio and video issues this week, but look for us in a couple weeks back, same time, same channel, and we'll have a great show for you. And thanks for joining us, everybody. For Steve, for me, who's also Steve, and for Steve Ferrone, I guess we'll just throw him in there too. This has been another episode of Two Severed Heads, and thanks for joining us, everybody. And remember, shop smart, shop as smart.